I was born in Clearwater, but I lived at Seven Springs. My mom and daddy about 200 yards from this house where my granny lived in it.
And any interesting things you remember about attending the Elfers School?
They like to beat me to death.
You got paddled?
I got beat every day.
By Mrs.
Mitty P. Locke was
Yeah.
the principal, and she had whipped my daddy. Said she enjoyed whipping me just as much.
What kind of stuff did you do to get paddled? I know she paddled a lot.
Fall out the window, show up. You didn't have to do much back then.
Yeah. What was this building like when it was a private residence?
It was just a big old roomy house when Granny had it. It was full of all kind of treasures. She had all kind of boxes and big chests in it full of everything you could imagine.
But it was divided up into a lot of bedrooms.
Yeah, it was divided up into 5 or 6 bedrooms with 8-foot walls. And you could climb from one bedroom to the other over the top of the little short walls. I think the ceilings in this place are, what, 12, 14 foot high.
So about how many people were living in the house? Do you remember?
Granny was the only one living in it most of the time.
Yeah.
She lived by herself up there. Her mama come and stayed with her for 4 or 5 years one time when she was sick.
And it had running water before?
Yeah, they had a
houses?
windmill and a storage tank and a bathroom way back before they had electricity.
So the outhouse was still
outhouse
there?
would have been from the school. Yeah, I think it was a 3 or 4 hole outhouse.
Yeah.
But it was still out. It was still in the yard. Yeah.
Willie Maude lived here until?
She lived here until she moved to Dixie County in probably, I don't know, what, mid 70s, late 70s, early 80s. I don't know.
Yeah. Your father, did he live here?
Yeah, he raised his whole life here. Matter of fact, he was probably born in this house. And he lived in here until he went off to the University of Florida. And that's when his daddy died, and he left and come back home and went to work. Went to the Korean War, come back and married my mama. And I guess up until that point, he lived in his house.
And explain exactly where this house was located.
It was located about 400 or 500 yards south of the Anclote River where State Road 54 crosses it. I think y'all built a new road now and call it Pasco 1 or something.
Yes.
Would have been just west of where the Seven Springs Golf Course Community Center is located now, Country Club.